What's up, folks? Permanent Patriot back with some more realness. And I wanted to put you guys onto a few pages because a few people have been asking me about the music that I post. And, they say it's some of the best music that they've ever heard. But they're questioning why they've never heard such good music, like on the radio or anything like that. Well, as simple as this. Yes. Most musicians, especially the ones on television and that you hear on the radio, have sold their souls for fame and fortune. And most of the music that I'm not going to say that I don't listen, I don't still listen to Wu-Tang or I'll even listen to Jay-Z, who is, scumbag of the earth, but I can't hate on somebody for, selling out, when they got good beats. And there's certain songs, they got to stick with the narrative and put out some good stuff every now and then, some positive stuff. Can't always be evil. So people have been asking me about where I get some of my music from. Most of the music that I have is underground, but I actually got a lot of it from this site here. It's JesusIsSavior.com, and you find out a lot about pretty much everything going on in the world on this page. I could spend days on this page, weeks even, going through all the stuff that they have on here. But this is one over here you might want to check out, Devil's Music. And you'll find out a lot about a lot of your favorite groups over here and how they really became famous. And if you just look up a few videos, just type in your favorite artist and sold their soul, or effect, So there's all sorts of stuff on here. I did a video actually called "They Sold Their Souls for Rap," I believe. It's one of my older videos you'd have to find in one of my Permanent Patriots that I have on YouTube, or Fighters of the Founders. I got several playlists and stuff in there for all sorts of different topics, and you'll see the music one in there. But yeah, they sold their souls for rock and roll, or they sold their souls. There's just way too much to go through on this page. I'm just showing you guys where you can go and find out some of the stuff that I have, where I have found my information on these people and what goes on in the music industry. So I'm not going to really call out any of these artists or any particular type of music. I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown of the page and show you where you could find it. So, it goes on forever. Every topic on this page goes on, forever. Led Zeppelin, Frank Zappa, Marilyn Manson. You name it. Because let's face it, way over most, I'd say like 90% of celebrities, especially musicians, have sold their soul for fame and fortune. And you wouldn't believe some of the people on here or some of the topics. And you may even find people on here that, you'll see them and hear a story about them and you're like, get the fuck out of here. No way. Yes way. So that's that. These are questions and answers section down here. See everybody, you know, with this little fucking thing here. It doesn't mean rock and roll. It doesn't mean I love the Texas Longhorns, man. Nothing to do with that. That is the fucking sign of the devil. You'll see politicians doing it. You'll see celebrities doing it. You'll see all people in positions of power doing that. You know, I don't think George W. Bush listens to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just go through here, even in Christian rap, even in Christian music, and music about God, you'll find this some fucking sellouts. Okay? And then you got some real music down here, which is where I found a lot of the groups that I listen to. And they got, you know, rock and roll, pop, rap, all sorts of stuff on here, sermonaudio.com. So, Bible guidelines for Christian music. And if you go through there, um, believe me, you'll find some really crazy stuff. But anyways, okay, Jesus is Christ or Jesus is Savior.com. You want to put it in just like it is right here. You can see right up here. I got all sorts of bookmarks. I got hundreds of bookmarks. But anyways, moving on to I'm only going to do a couple of these every so often, but I'm going to get into a couple of my favorites here. One of them being Nightwish. If you haven't heard from them, band from the Netherlands. I actually know Flora Jensen. She's actually a vocal coach. And how I came through meeting her was because her brother was an airman at McClellan Air Force Base in Sacramento years ago. And he put me on, he's actually the one that put me on to the vaccine shit, which is why I got kicked out, because me and dozens of others refused it. So that's how I came across her. I met her a couple times. She's real cool. Yes, she is a Satan worshiper, as is the whole band. But you wouldn't think it if you know, met her. Or she's very outgoing and friendly and funny. She's really fucking funny. She could probably get a job being a comedian. But yeah, very nice. She, like I said, she's actually a vocal coach, and so she plays for Nightwish, and she's also got a band and a record label called Nuclear Blast. You might want to go and check out. And so it gives you a whole rundown on her. You can, you know, see what you like. This is basically, I would call it symphonic metal, is what I would call it. It's pretty good stuff. You can go and look up their videos on YouTube or whatever. Here's Nightwish's website here. And Nightwish has been through, as yes, they are satanic in the sense that I want to say it's what they worship. I mean, that's just how they are. I don't know what else to say about that, but Nightwish is on like their sixth fucking vocalist, latest being Floor, and I think she's the best one so far, to tell you the truth. Just go look up Nightwish on YouTube. Check out some of their music. They got a really cool website here too. And as satanic as they may seem, they really have some uplifting and positive videos. But for the most part, they're if you'd probably have to like read the lyrics, because yes, they are. Well, Floor anyway is from the Netherlands. A couple of the other band members are from Finland. I think there's a couple from Holland. But there's actually more people in the group than this altogether. Depends what kind of songs they're singing. And you can see they also love Charles Darwin. So you could see, if you're a truther, you could see where they're coming from. But so the Nightwish page is pretty much for the band. The Floor Jansen one, this is pretty much, she's a vocal coach. So if you need her help with anything, you can see here it says Floor's Lessons. And, she'll put you onto that better than I would. So there's that there. So you can go to my page also, Chad Taylor on Facebook. I'm always posting Nightwish shit on there. You can see right there. Real cool song right there, Sahara, which is why I thought about doing this video. But if you really listen to the lyrics of that song, you'll see where I'm going with that. I've seen them several times in concert, and they put on some of the best concerts ever. You might want to go and look up their concert they had in Wacken. Just type in Nightwish live in Wacken. It's in Germany, open air concert. Awesome fucking show. And you'll see all the satanic, devilish shit through that whole concert and see how they really are. So moving on. South Park Coalition, Houston, Texas. I call it Houston because I'm from New York. If you're ever in New York, and you ask someone where Houston Street is, they're gonna be like, "There is no Houston Street. No, it's called Houston Street." So I call it Houston. But anyways, K Reno, who I think is probably the best rapper out right now, has been for a long time, underground. And all these guys here in South Park Coalition are actually from different parts of Houston, went to different schools. And K Reno pretty much has like most of his shit is stuff that you will never hear any other rapper talking about. Some of the words he uses, you just never hear other people put them together like that. Probably give you an IQ boost, maybe a kick in the ass. K Reno stands for killing rhymes, intellectually nullifying others, or nullifying opponents. Some people like switching it up. I like opponents. But definitely check out some of his music. He's great. He's been a great inspiration for me for years. It tells he came out, K Reno himself came out with 7 albums in one day. And each one of them worthy of platinum status. He could put an awful lot of people to shame. That's for damn sure. I highly suggest you go and listen to K Reno. Again, you can find his videos all over the place. It shows all their artists here, history of them. At the music store, you can buy other albums and gear, stuff like that. And this dude has really inspired me a lot. Like, times when I was really fucking down, his words brought me up. He speaks real good shit. He's a man of the cloth, He's a God-fearing person, does not worship Satan, does not smoke, does not drink. He's a real positive person. And whenever I'm in a fucking rut or feeling like shit, I could always go and listen to some of his music and it'll pick me right up. So I highly suggest going to look some of his music up. Again, you could find that on Permanent Patriot YouTube under the music section or on my Facebook, Chad Taylor. So I'm going to be doing a couple of more videos like this, every so often. I've only got a handful of people that I listen to anymore. I just can't stand people who blatantly, do this or do this or do this. That's all satanic shit, and I won't have any of it. Having shit like that in your life only brings negativity. So if you want some uplifting music, I just gave you a couple of people right there. And yes, Nightwish, okay, it's kind of a catch-22 there, but I promise you won't be disappointed. So stay tuned for more videos like this. I'll probably do 1 or 2 a week because I really don't have that many. I already know the next couple of people I'm going to be doing. So I may do that later on today. I don't know. So stay tuned. Go to my page on Facebook, Chad Taylor, if you could find the right one. I have several of them. There it is right there. It's the one I'm on. Just look for the latest, an hour ago. That's how you know which one. So there you go. And that's it for now, folks. God bless and carry on.